Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty, and this is episode 89 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. This episode, the ICB by Owellner is going up against the Mangetout by Hibachi. We'll get the camera in position, and we'll get this battle right underway. Ooh, I really botched the camera position that time. Excuse me. Hard to do when, hard to do it right when you can't see the ship. Anyway, this is going to be the ICB's final battle, so make sure you head on over to the Discord and cast your vote. The Discord is down in the description, as always. It's literally the same description every single time. Let's check out the Mangetout's doing. So far, Mangetout is coming away from this fight, with the worst of it so far. But not by a lot. ICB's at 98%, Mangetout at 94%. Those mortars hitting and all kinds of superstructure damage there. Not a whole lot of critical damage though. So these guns do have a couple of disabled barrels. Oh, that turret just took a direct hit from the APS gun. That looks like it hit the barrel. Mangetout is out of materials. Oh wow, that's a big hole in the stern of the ICB, and it's trying to repair things, and they're not connected to anything, so they just fall right back off. What a waste of materials. Repair bots doing their job poorly here. I guess that's what kind of happens when the damaged area, like the repair bots are working on repairing it, and then that area gets damaged again. Because the repair bots are trying to repair things basically in the order of which they were destroyed. So if you do something that messes with that order, they don't do such a good job. But now, the stern of the ICB, yep, just fell off. And it is out of materials. It can do no more repairs. I was like, how is it still moving? Oh, well, it's because it's got a bunch of propellers on the underside, that's how. Oh, that APS gun just got damaged. It's just kind of limping out some useless shells now. It's basically disabled. But the cram mortars are actually being pretty effective on the Mangetout. Because, I mean, it's got a very wide profile. So it's very difficult for these shells to miss. This rear gun just got knocked out. I think there's a couple of barrels left. Yeah, there's several barrels left on each side hull of the Mangetout. Ooh, that turret just got blown completely off. That's a big chunk of HP. Unsurprisingly, the ICB is not moving the quickest with its stern missing. And all these shells just kind of making the ocean floor kind of angry. Like, it's trying. It's trying to shoot. I'm not exactly sure what... Well, it was trying. Now it's a hole. I'm not exactly sure what those pinkish-purple trails mean. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that color of trail before on an APS gun. Yeah, the definite downside of the ICB's ram mortars is the rate of fire. I believe I saw a Wellner right on the Discord that they only fire like once every 30 seconds. So... might have been somebody else. I'm not sure. Somebody said it was only fires like once every 30 seconds. That seems about right. Those things do have a pretty long reload. The other mortar ships usually have a volley in the air before the next one's, you know, on its way down. Whoops, under the water. And the ICB doesn't fire another volley until its first volley has almost landed. Oh, but this, again, is drawing my attention because it looks dangerous. Because, like, these two beams are not touching anything anymore. But I think the Mangetout might be out of weapons. I haven't seen this shoot in a while. Ooh! Yeah, if the mortars keep landing and just break these upper parts that the beams are connecting to, I mean, that'll work. That will break the Mangetout in half. You see, there's another section of beams. Not. Oh, wait, they've got the slope on the underside. I'm trying to get a good view on it, but it's a little difficult. You see, there's a slope on the underside that's still connecting those, but it's pretty badly beat up. If that slope in this beam right here breaks, I think the Mangetout will break it. Will break apart. Oh, and these beams here. So there's still quite a few pieces still holding the Mangetout together. But shots landing in the right spot could change that. Where are these coming in? Coming in on the right side. Yeah, this gun might still be functional, but the ICB would have to swing around to the back, you know, or to the right side for that gun to work. And it seems pretty content to stay where its enemy can't shoot it. I mean, it's like a winning strategy to me. Ooh. Did that slope break, I wonder? Ah, it's so hard to adjust. Nope, it's still there. It's like I was just barely tapping the camera keys, but it... not really working too well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see the Mangetout break in half, just because it'd be cool, I think, but... you know. It is a little bit difficult to do. This is a pretty solid linking structure. Like, it's been hit how many times now and is, you know, still managing to keep the two boats stapled together. Yeah, if the ICB hadn't lost its APS gun, it probably would have been able to 2 damage the Mangetout and end this. But as it looks like this is going to go to 10 minutes with both ships surviving again. But I guess we'll see. We're down to the last 5 seconds, and oh, why am I going to the air? I wasn't hitting any buttons. What the heck? And there we go. The timer is up. So it's going to be 85 and 66.5. 5 and 66.5. All right. Let's go ahead and get this restarted. And we'll get round 2 underway. All right, round 2 underway. Yeah, it wouldn't have taken a whole lot more for the ICB to sink the Mangetout in that previous fight, so I think that APS canning being destroyed was the difference between the Mangetout surviving and the ICB and you know, getting destroyed. Both ships repairing away from what damages they're receiving, which so far isn't a whole lot on either side. Couple of nasty hits there. ICB's actually at 100% right now. Mangetout's at 97.4, but is about to run out of materials. ICB taking some hits to the stern again. Looks like that. And some more hits to the stern. Big ol' hole blown in the stern of the ship. Mangetout is out of materials, so any damage it takes from here on out is permanent. raining in, just barely missing some of them, a couple of them connecting. Mangetout is just not fighting back very much, though. ICB is out of materials as well now. Let's check on her, see how she's doing. That APS cannon blown up once again. Bow badly damaged, slowing her down quite a bit. This I find amusing, that these mortars keep shooting their own ship. Mangetout is still fighting back this time, and I'm not sure, like, the ICB did well in the previous round because the Mangetout lost all of its weapons, but now it's got some listing and sinking issues going on, a bit of buoyancy issues. Her nose is tilting down into the water because the bow is missing. Compartments are filling up with water and flooding, and the enemy still has weapons that they're firing back with. Oh, see, there's another compartment filling with water right there, I think. Things are not looking good for the ICB this round. That small HP gap is growing ever smaller with every volley the Mangetout fires. The gap is growing smaller, but not very quickly. Mangetout does have guns left, but not very many. The ICB can't afford to get a whole lot lower in the water than she already is. Like, you blow some holes in the hull over here, in this area, fill this rear area with some water, I think she'd go down. Yeah, she's quite flooded. Got a minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Well, the gap was narrowing, and now it's just kind of staying the same. But it doesn't matter. They have to get their opponent to start ticking down a timer in the next 3 seconds, or they will both survive to the end. And there we go. Now it's just a matter of how much HP they have left at the end there. Alright, so 73.6 and 70.3. And neither of these ships are going to score well at this rate. They're going to get, like, if we cut the scores here, they'd get like 70 points, 60 points-ish. Something like that, depending on what their exact numbers were. Oh, how did I get over there? Anyway, let's go ahead and get round 3 here underway. Let's hope this was a little bit more action-packed and not just kind of dragging on for 10 minutes. And ending with both ships at high HP values. Probably why in the future tournaments, like, each battle is just going to be like 5 minutes long. Especially with the changes to ammo. go over here and check on the ICB, but she's at 99.2%, so there's probably not a whole lot to look at damage-wise. Yeah, there's like a hole. Well, now there's a bigger hole. Somewhat. Now there's a much bigger hole. ICB was at 100% there for a second. Mangetout's down to 84.5. ICB's APS gun still chugging along, taking out a block or two with each shell, which against repair rates is kind of bad. Like, because most repairs can keep up with that really rather well, but once you run out of materials and you can't repair anymore, losing a block or two, sometimes more when it hits, you know, more fragile areas, like twice a second, can add up over the course of a long battle. Check on the ICB, but again, when she's that high in HP, it's not a whole lot to see. Now the ICB is out of materials as well, so any damage it will take is permanent from here on out. In comes the cram mortar volley. That APS gun's still plinking along. See, like, that APS gun isn't bad. Like, it's really not a bad gun. Like, APS is, in this patch, fine in how it functions. What's bad about it is that APS gun costs, like, I think it was like 45,000 materials, Oelner said, which is a lot for something that does as little as it does. Like, if it was half that price, it'd be a little bit more worth it. Yeah, Mangetout is very, very damaged on Dead in the Water. Does it have any firing guns left? Well, it had one, but that kind of looked like one of the barrels just... Yep, I'm pretty sure one of the barrels just shot itself, and that That gun is disabled now. So I think the only functional cannon left is this one. And the Mangetout's down to 65% HP with 4 minutes left. The ICB might score a kill here. What's going on with the APS gun? It's not firing. Did it run out of ammo? Oh, it must have run out of ammo, or was having trouble acquiring its target or something. I don't know. It stopped shooting there for a second when it hasn't taken any damage. But the Mangetout's sitting so low in the water, the APS gun's having trouble hitting it now. Shells are skipping off the surface and missing quite a bit. Got a little under 6% HP left to deal to the Mangetout ICB, and you got 2.5 minutes to do it. That APS gun needs to keep landing hits. The mortars need to not miss and land, you know, kind of center mass and do as much damage as they can. Otherwise, the Mangetout might live to see another day. Yeah, I think the ICB is having ammo issues. This is gonna be close. Is the Mangetout gonna survive this round? It's real close. It's pretty much gonna come down to this volley. Because I don't know if the next one will actually be able to land before 9:50. Basically up to these two shells. That's so close. 55.1. Oh, nope, a couple more. Oh, there's the two damaged. The ICB has managed to pull it off just barely. With literally 20 seconds on the clock, the Mangetout goes down. So that's going to be 87.6 and 0 in round 3. So there we have it. Those are the final scores for this round, 187.6 and 96.7. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.